Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Shiva Prasad here. I'm handling the CPS subject. That is, CPS stands for C Programming for Problem Solving. This particular subject is a one which always deals with the basics of computer, and it also deals with C language program. So here in this particular subject we are having 5 different modules, where the first module is meant for introduction to computer hardware and software, wherein here in this particular chapter we will be discussing about the basics of computer. For example, what is a computer, who founded this computer, and what is the generations of computer. There are different types of generations of computer which we will be coming across, and also we will be discussing about the types of computers which are available in the market from past decades. And also we will be discussing about the various basic concepts, like what actually this particular bit stands for, byte stands for, and also words stands for. And in this particular chapter we also come across with the various concepts which are related to network, where that particular network deals with how to connect the LAN connectivity, how to connect the WAN connectivity, and also the global area network. So network always deals with internet, how to connect it. If I connect my system with one more system, what actually it is called as. If I connect one system with n number of systems, what it is called as. All these particular concepts we will be discussing in this particular chapter. And also we will be discussing about the major important requirement of computer, which is nothing but an hardware and software. Without hardware components and without a software components, it's impossible for us to consider that particular product as a system or a computer. So we will be discussing about all these particular concepts in the first chapter of module 1, whereas in the second chapter of module 1 is overview of C, which is nothing but we will be discussing about the basics of C language. Basics of C language is nothing but here we will be discussing about what actually this particular C language, how this particular C language came into existence, in what way we can write this particular C language, in what way we can write the programs using this particular C language, and what are the various components which are most essentially needed for us in order to operate with this particular C language programming structures. And also we will be discussing about the various operators which are most essentially needed for us to perform various calculations. Like if I want to perform an operation with something like addition, then I require an operator which is called as plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. These are arithmetic operators. Along with this, there are some other operators which we call it as greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, right? So I think you people are familiar with all these particular operators, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Please send a message, right? So these are the various operators which we will be dealing with. And when it comes to the operations of operator, a normal way of calculation as a human being is different, and the way of calculation when it comes to the programming part is completely different, which I will be discussing in the upcoming classes later. So these are the various concepts which will be covered in the module 1, and this module 1 is having a weightage of 20 marks for your main examination. 20 marks for your main examination. Okay, module 1, keep in mind, module 1 consists of two chapters, where the first chapter deals with the basics of computer, its hardware, its software, and the network technology which has to be adopted for our systems. Whereas the second chapter deals with the structure of C programming, variables which are required for C programming, various types of operators which are required for C programming, and the various important concept is the various important C tokens which are available in C programming. These are the concepts which we will be discussing in module 1. And keep in mind, module 1 weightage is 20 marks for your main examination. Okay, whereas the second module, in second module, we will be discussing about how you are going to give the input to the system using C program. Input, like without input, and without input we can't expect output, isn't it? Without writing an exam, can I expect marks? No, right? So without writing an exam, we can't expect marks. So if I want marks, then I need to write an exam. Exam is nothing but an input. If I write the input, if I give the input, then only I can expect the output. So in order to give the input, what is the major important thing that we must know in C language? And in order to get the output, what is the major important thing that is required for us in order to obtain the output based upon the input given by the user will be discussed in this module 2 first concept. Whereas the second concept here is conditional statements. Conditional statements are nothing but, in this particular conditional statements, we are going to identify which one is true, which one is false. Conditional statements always deals with identifying whether I am correct or I am wrong. So here there are different types of conditional statements which we will be dealing with in C language in module 2. So keep in mind, as of now, keep in mind, whenever someone asks you what actually this conditional statement is. Conditional statement is a one which helps you to identify whether I am correct or I am wrong. That is nothing but true or false can be identified by taking the support of conditional branching. Whereas next concept here is looping statements. What actually this particular looping statement is? See, looping statement is a one which always helps you to execute, same operation again and again. Same operation again and again. Loop is nothing but a circle, isn't it? Loop is nothing but a circle. How you are going, like the circle is nothing but it is a one where the process takes place until the user stops the process of execution. So it is a process which always execute the same process or the same problem again and again until the user says to stop. That is what a looping statement is meant for. Okay, and along with that we will be discussing some important problems which are most essentially needed for you, like quadratic equation, binomial coefficient, Pascal's of triangle. Along with this we will be discussing with some more basic problems which is nothing but how to identify whether A is greater or B is greater, smaller than, like whether A is smaller or B is smaller. There are different problems which I will be discussing with you in the upcoming classes related to the concepts, related to those concepts. So this is what module 2 is, and module 2 also carries the same weightage as that of module 1. Module 2 also contains 20 marks as a weightage for your main examination. Okay, so the next concept here is module 3, which is nothing but it deals with arrays. Arrays, how many of you are familiar with matrix? Matrix, have you come across with matrix operations? Yes, matrix. Matrix always deals with what? Rows and columns, right? Yes or no? Matrix always deals with rows and columns. So rows and columns, whenever we want to perform the operation with matrix operation, using matrix in C language, we will be using certain important functions which are most essentially needed for us in order to perform the operation of matrix. Matrix is nothing but addition of two matrix or multiplication of two matrix, similarly transpose of a given matrix, and sorting the elements in ascending order, sorting the elements in descending order. All these particular concepts we will be discussing in this particular chapter. Along with that, we will be discussing about strings. Like you people might have seen about the filling up various applications, like you are familiar with filling up the applications in online mode, right? So for example, if you came across with filling the CET online applications recently, right? So there you were having first name, last name, and middle name, and also date of birth as each and every columns there. When you give your first name, second name, and middle name and last name, and when you enter all other details, and when you click on submit, it will generate a soft copy to you people, isn't it? It will generate a soft copy to you people informing name of the candidate with first name, last name, and middle name in a single line, isn't it? It is nothing but embedding, it is nothing but grouping of first name, last name, and middle name together in a single place and generating a PDF for the candidate who have applied for that particular CET. So how you are going to, how this operation is going to happen, how it is going to combine all these particular names together in a single name, and how it is going to generate this particular online application as PDF application for the user will be known to us with the support of this particular concept, which is called as strings. String is nothing but we are going to deal with alphabets. Here in terms of strings, whenever we are going to use a string always deals with alphabets A to Z. Whereas the other concepts which I have spoken to you in the previous modules, all those were working with numerical values. Whereas strings always deals with, keep in mind, string always deals with alphabets only. Okay, so all these particular concepts we will be discussing in module 3. Whereas module 4 is nothing but functions. Functions is a chapter name which is involved in module 4. What actually this particular function is? So, one simple example that I can tell you for giving a brief idea about function chapter is, everyone are using mobiles, right? Yes or no? Everyone are using mobiles. So, I want to know from your end that how many of you know the process which is involved to call your friend. You are calling your friends, you are calling your concerned persons, and you are having a discussion with some concepts there, right? So whenever I want to have an interaction between one person and the other person, I require a mediator which is called as mobile, isn't it? What is the use of that particular mobile? Two persons wants to have a discussion here. So if two persons want to have a discussion through network, then I require a mobile. So person 1 requires mobile and person 2 also requires mobile. So person 1 wants to have a call with person 2. So what is going to happen here? See, when I want to have a call with person 2, I must have the phone number of person 2, isn't it? Yes or no? I must have a number, isn't it? I must have a phone number of person 2. When I have a phone number of person 2, then only I can call as a person 1, I can call to person 2. Calling person 2 from person 1 is called as calling function. The one who receives the call as a second person is called as called function. See, this is the function, this is the operation which is involved with your mobile networks. If I want to interact with from one person, from me towards you, as a sir, I want to interact with my students. So if I want to interact with my students, what is required for me? I require either a mail ID or a phone number or any other mode of communication in order to have a communicate between me and you people. So if I want to communicate, I require at least one phone number of you people. That particular phone number is nothing but calling function, which we are going to call to a particular person, to a particular third person. by taking the support of number. That number is nothing but calling function which we are using in order to have a discussion with the other person. When I call to other person, when I speak to them, then in reply they will send me the result back to me, saying that, like, for example, let me take an example. Two students, two best friends. Two best friends are there. These friends have got quarreled to each other due to some issue, and they are not talking. Later, friend 1 realizes that it was his mistake, and what he does is he will call to friend 2 and he says sorry. Once is like calling the friend 1 calls to friend 2. When he calls to friend 2, what happens? He or she will receive that particular call. Friend 1 will say sorry that I have done a mistake, it was my mistake. What this friend 2 will do? If friend 2 reacts back to the voice that has been sent by friend 1, if he says it's okay, then it is called as, we call it as call by value. We call it as call by value. If friend 1 says sorry and if friend 2 doesn't reply back to friend 1, instead if he cuts the call, then it is called as call by reference. So these are the things which we will be discussing in this particular chapter, which is called as functions. Okay, functions is nothing but, keep in mind, whenever we come across with the functions, there will be two bodies. One body is called as calling function and the other body is called as called function. Calling function will send the input to the called function. Called function will perform the operation and sends the result back to the calling function. That is what the major important asset that we must remember in our lifetime whenever it comes to the functions point of view. Okay, so along with that we will be discussing about how to find the factorial of a given number, how to find the Fibonacci series. All these things we will be discussing in this module 4. Similarly, in module 5 we will be discussing about structures and pointers. Structures are those which are related to database oriented, where we are going to store the information of a particular students or employees or any other persons in structures point of view. Whereas pointers are nothing but addresses, storing the address of each and every variable. All these aspects we will be discussing in this particular chapter. And similarly, preprocessor directive. Preprocessor directive is the one which is most essential need of C language. Without a preprocessor directive, there is no C program at all. Even if you want to perform a small operation which is called a simple addition operation also, we require a preprocessor directive, which we will be discussing in this particular module 5. Okay, and all these 5 modules have a same weightage of 20 marks. 20 marks for module 1, 20 marks for module 2, 20 marks for module 3, 20 marks for module 4, similarly 20 marks for module 5. Where module 1, in your main examination, module 1 comes with question 1 and 2. It will contain question number 1 as well as question number 2. You have to answer either 1 or 2 from this module 1. Module 1 contains 2 questions, out of which we have to answer only 1. Whereas module 2 contains 3rd and 4th question, where out of 3rd and 4th you have to answer any one out of 3rd or 4th. Okay, whereas 3rd module comes with another 2 questions, which is nothing but 5th and 6th question, out of which you have to answer any one out of those 2 in terms of module 3. It's compulsory. Whereas module 4 comes with 7th and 8th question. Out of 7 or 8, you have to answer either 7 or you have to answer 8. Similarly, 9th and 10th question, out of which you can answer either 9th question or 10th question. So this is what the division which has been made for your exam point of view patterns. Similarly, the same pattern will be used for your internal assessment test. Even like you have 3 internal assessment tests, which is compulsory, and you have to attend those particular 3 internal assessment tests, and it is mandatory. So 3 internal assessment tests contains 40 marks, 50 marks each. 150 we will be considering, and out of 150 how much you are going to score. Based upon that we will be calculating that particular score, and we will be converting that particular score to 40. Out of 40 you might have got 38 or 39. That 38, 39 will be added to your main examination score. 100 main exam carries out with 100 marks, whereas internal assessment marks carries out with 40 marks, out of which 100 will be converted by the university to 60, whereas this 40 plus whatever that you get for 60 marks will be considered, and it will be combined, and it will be providing you the CGPA marks for you. Okay, so this is what about the syllabus of your CPS program, that is C programming for problem solving. Okay, so any doubts in this or any queries that you want to discuss here, you can raise your hands, or you can share, send a message to me. If you don't have any doubts, we can move further with it. Are you clear with all the things which I have discussed with you regarding this particular syllabus? Dear students, any doubts? You have lab. I will be coming with the lab also. You have lab as well as theory. C means what? C is nothing but a programming language. C is the one name which has been given for a specific programming language. I will say you how this particular C came into existence in the second chapter of module 1. Okay, C is nothing but a name which has been given to C language. So any questions? Contains option A, B, C. Yes, it may contain. It may contain an option of question number 1 with A, B, C, question number 2 with A, B, or only A, depending upon the type of question that they ask. Yeah, I will be providing you the complete notes of each and every module, and also I will be providing you the question banks, but keep one notebook, 200 pages notebook for this particular subject. Whatever that I will be speaking, whatever the slideshow that I will be showing you, you have to note down all those particular points without fail. Yes, you will be having an option in the same pattern, whatever the pattern that I have said you regarding this particular main examination, the same pattern will be for your internal assessment. Same pattern we will be using for internal assessment. So, internal assessment also contains 10 questions, out of which you have to answer 5 questions, like 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7 or 8, 9 or 10. Okay, understood? Any other doubts, dear students? So shall we move further? Yeah, fine. These all modules are there for IA. Yes, all 5 modules will be there for your IA. First IA will be of first 2 modules. Second IA may be for 3rd and 4th module, and the last IA will be for 5th module. Okay, fine. Okay, so the next comes with lab. Okay, laboratory. In this particular C programming lab, we have 2 parts, part A and part B. Okay, part A consists of 7 programs, whereas you can see it here. Part A consists of, this is just for your familiarization, and this will not be considered for your main examination point of view. Actual program starts from second, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. So 2nd to 7th program, all these particular programs comes under part A, whereas the remaining programs from 8 to 15 comes under part B. Okay, whereas the weightage, what is the weightage for part A and what is the weightage for part B here? The weightage for part A is very less compared to part B. When it comes to the main examination point of view, I am speaking about main examination point of view, weightage for part A is less compared to weightage for part B when it comes to the examination point of view. So the first 7 programs which we are going to discuss from 2nd to 7th, all these particular programs will be having a weightage of, see here, will be having a weightage of 30 marks. Will be having a weightage of 30 marks. The remaining part B from 8th to 15th program will be having a weightage of 70 marks. So it depends upon, so you can see the splitting of marks of 30. For procedure, it is 4 marks for part A, execution it is 21 marks, and viva voice it is 5 marks. Similarly for part B. For 70 marks is splitted into 3 important parts, where for writing the procedure it is 10 marks, for writing the exam, for executing the program and showing the specific correct output is 49 marks, and viva voice is 11 marks. So this is the splitting which we will be carrying out whenever you come across with the main examination point of view. But in terms of when it comes to internal point of view of your lab, we will be conducting 2 lab internals. 2 lab internals. Each lab we will be considering, each lab internal will be of 40 marks. Each lab will be of 40 marks. Out of 40, we will be splitting it into like out of 40, 5 marks, like 5 marks will be for your viva, 10 marks will be for your procedure, and the remaining marks will be for your execution process. Execution is one of the important thing which helps you to know at which stage you will be after your examination. Okay, so this is what about the lab part is. Lab part deals with first 7 programs will be at part A, so next will be at part B. Okay, and part A and part B is splitted into 2 important assets. One is part A consists of 30 marks, part B consists of 70 marks. 30 is splitted into 3 important parts, and 70 is also splitted into 3 important parts. And this is what the process which has to be carried out. And this is for 40 marks, and this 100 marks will be converted into 60 plus 40, which is your internal assessment marks average out of 2. We will be conducting 2 internals for your lab. 2 we will be considering for 40 marks. 40 plus 40, 80 divided by 2 is 40. That is the average. In that way we will be calculating. If you have got 38 plus 39, 38 in the first internal and 39 in the second internal, 38 plus 39 is nothing but divided by 2. It will be something around 38.5, which is nothing but 39. We will be considering those marks and we will be sending it to the university. Okay, so this is what about the lab part is. Understood, students? And this lab manual I will be sharing with you as soon as possible. Lab manual also I will be sharing with you as soon as possible. You can see that particular manual, and you can also start using typing that practicing the program once I start with module 1 second chapter. Module 1 second chapter. I will be giving you the complete instructions and complete details, and I will be showing you one specific demo by showing you how to start the program and how to write the program and how to execute the program in a software which is called as Turbo C software. Okay, so it will be helpful for you people to know how to execute and what are the things that we can do with. How many programs will be asked, sir? 2 programs. From part A 1 program and part B will be 2 program. Okay. The part A 1 program and part B 2 program will be for will be asked to you people. Okay, and is there any other questions that you want to ask about regarding this particular syllabus point of view? Dear students, if you have any question that you want to ask, you can raise your hands or you can send a message in the chat box. Everyone are clear with this particular subject? What actually this particular subject is meant for? Don't if you don't have computer also, it is not an issue. You can execute that particular programs in the using mobile also. I will share you that particular links from where you can execute that particular program using mobile also. Okay, at the same time, according to our thinking, we may allow you to come to the college for the lab within some days, depending upon the instructions that we get from the university. Okay, depending upon the instructions that we get in the university. How many programs will be asked for SSC? Yes, two programs, I said you, right? Two programs for internals, two programs for externals. Like when it comes to external point of view, main exam point of view, one program will be from part A and another program will be from part B. Whereas when it comes to the internal point of view, based upon the number of programs that we have covered, we will be deciding how many programs that can be given, and it will be intimated to you in the lab itself. Most probably as soon as possible your offline session may start, but we are waiting for that particular notification from the university. Once we get a notification from the university, definitely we will be happy to have a discussion about the subjects directly with you people. Okay, see, this is the question which I raised earlier in the previous class. Due to ecosystem, we couldn't do that. Even though you are a biology student, I am a biology student. I was a biology student in my PU. Now I am a lecturer of computer, right? So don't bother about I am from biology background, okay, you are from biology background, right? Have you came across with basics of electronics? No, right? Basics of civil? No, right? So when you are not having a problem with those things, why you people are bothered about this programming language? Everything is easy. Just you people must have a very good interaction with me. If you have a very good interaction with me, if you have a challenge to learn something from me, definitely I will help you out in order to get the things done. Definitely I will help you out. And this, keep in mind, this particular language is most essentially needed for each and every stream people. Everyone are in need of, sir, I am from electrical department, I am not in need of programming language. No, even you are from electrical or mechanical or civil or computer science or information science or industrial production, irrespective of the branch, C language is a mother of all other languages, and it is must and should for each and every disciplines. Irrespective of the discipline that you have chosen as your branch, you must know the basics of C language, and it is compulsory. If you want to get placed in any of the good companies, C language is must and should, irrespective of your branch. Okay, so this is what about this particular syllabus is. Okay, and is there anything else that you want to discuss about it? Yeah, definitely I will help you out. Deepika, I can help everyone to learn something from this particular programming language, so that if anybody asks you some question about this particular language, definitely you will be able to answer those particular questions. I will assure you that. Only the thing is, I need from your end is a cooperation and a discipline during the class hours, and whatever that I speak to you, that whatever that I say to you, and whatever the assignments that I give you, based upon that, you people must work. If you work, definitely you will get a specific very good output. If you are ready to work, then I am ready to work with you, and I am ready to teach you overall everything in terms of all the aspects. Yeah, I will be sending you the notes. I will be sharing you the notes of each and every module. I will be sharing you the question banks. I will be sharing you the lab manuals. Along with that, I will be sharing you some more materials which are most essentially needed for you for exam point of view also. Okay, don't worry about it. Even you can, this particular subject, there is one particular textbook of mine in the library. You can ask C programming subject written by Shiva Prasad sir. They will provide you that particular book. That particular book is available in the library. You can get it as an extra book, which may be helpful for you for your class, for your preparations, class preparations. I have written it in a simple manner, and that particular books are available in the library. You can use that particular books also for your studies. Okay. You can ask, like name of the book is, I will share you. C programming with data structures. Written by So this is what the title that is present in that particular book. You can show that particular title to the concerned library head, and they will be providing you those particular books if you are in need of it. Okay. And which book they have given to you people for reference? Bal Gursami, or which book they have given to you as a test book? Which book they have given you? Do you people have that particular book with Bal Gursami? Okay. And Dennis Ritchie, right? Bal Gursami and Dennis Ritchie have given to you, I think. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. Okay then, this is what about the syllabus is, and if you have any queries regarding this particular subject or any other problem related to this particular subject, you can feel free to send a message in the group of our CPS subject which we have created earlier in yesterday. Okay. So from the next class onwards, I will be starting up with the first module, which is nothing but basics of computer and introduction to C language. Basics of computer and introduction to C language, which I will be discussing with you in future in the next upcoming class. I think tomorrow we have class, right? So from tomorrow onwards, directly I will start off with the subject. If you have any doubts regarding this particular subject, you can share, you can sort it out now itself if you are in need of it. Yes, you have to keep one particular notebook, 200 pages notebook. Whatever that I am going to teach you and whatever that I am going to share you through either board or through slides, you have to note down each and every point of it. And you have to submit those particular notes to me whenever you are going to come to the college. Whenever you are going to come to the college for some other work, carry that particular book with you, come to me and show that particular book and take the signatures from my end, and you can leave. Okay. And even if you have any doubts, you are free to come to the college based upon the schedule which we fix. Not everyone. Anybody is having any doubts regarding the concepts, if it is not possible for you people to understand through phone, then you can come and you can clarify your doubts separately, and you can leave you can get the solutions for those particular things, whatever the doubts that you people have. Okay. That's what, Rana. Don't worry, even I am the student of biology background itself. Don't worry, everything will be, it will be easy for you people. Don't think, see, this is what the mentality you have to overcome. I am from PCMC, I am from biology background, I am from, irrespective, it doesn't mean that a biology background student must become a medical student, isn't it? We can also become engineers, right? Even I am the biology background student itself. Now I am working as a professor in the same stream which is called as computer science, right? When we can take that, sir? Sorry, I didn't understood, Anu. What you can take? Book or what? Textbook. Okay, fine. You can collect it whenever you come to the college for any other purpose. You can go and you can collect that particular book from the library. There is no schedule for it. Okay, whenever you come for the college for any other work or any other purpose, you can collect it from the library and you can take that particular library, that particular book with you. Yeah, definitely, I will help you out in order to get success in your life. I will be with you in all the ways. Only the thing is, I need a cooperation from your end and discipline from your end. Then only I can help you out in all the ways in order to get success in your life. Okay, be regular. Don't do some mischievousness as you people have done in the previous class. If you have any of your brothers or sisters in this particular college who are your seniors, you can ask them about me. I will be friendly with you, but if something goes wrong from your end, definitely I will be ready to punish also. You can inform them that Shivaprasad sir is taking the class for you people, and based upon that you can decide. Okay, but don't do any mischievousness. I don't want to hurt any of the students of mine. Instead I want to share my knowledge to you people. Okay. No, C language is completely different and Java is completely different. Java is the one which is related to object oriented, whereas C is related to procedure oriented. Okay. Java is completely different and C is different. C is a mother of Java. C is a mother of Java. Okay, any other doubts? Praveen, have you got your answer? C is a mother of Java and C cannot become Java. Java is object oriented, whereas C is procedure or structure oriented programming language. Will be learn C programming EC. Yeah, for EC department students, you will be learning C program in coming semesters. In coming semesters, like third or fourth semester, I don't know. You will be learning about some concepts related to object-oriented programming language, and also some concepts related to data structures. Some concepts related to data structures for EC department students. Triple E, I think Triple E is also having one particular subject on object oriented, but I am not sure about it. I will confirm you within few minutes. For civil, C language will help you for CAD labs. C language, it will help you for CAD labs, for designing labs. Civil department students. You will be going with designing parts, right? Designing houses and finding some material samples, taking the material samples and finding the quality of it. In order to get all these particular things done, there are some softwares. So using that particular software, you people will be working on those particular labs. So in order to do that particular works in that particular lab, you require the basics of C language. And C language is must and should for everyone. Why? Because the placement cell or the placement companies which is going to come to our college, they will definitely ask the basics of C program in technical round as well as in aptitude rounds. Compulsory, there will be certain questions related to C language. If you don't know C language, then you will be out of that particular panel itself. If you know C language, then you will be able to convince the team which has come to our college for placement activity, and you can get into that particular company very easily. Only the thing is, dedication towards this particular subject is most important for you people, and it is you must remember this particular subject unless you are out of software engineering. If you become a software engineer, then unless you get retired from software company, you must know this particular concepts compulsory. C++ program will through. Sorry, I didn't get you. Sophia, I didn't get your question, madam. Okay, I will get back to you regarding this particular questions. If you have any doubts, you can feel free to call me also, not an issue. But only the thing is, specific dedication towards your work is must and should. Python, as of now, no, don't bother about Python and Java and all those things. Let us learn C first. If you learn C, then Python is also, it will be in our fingertips. It's very easy to write a program in Python than C language, but if you know C language, then only you can learn Python. Then only you can learn Python. Okay, Python is one where you can play like anything. So if I want to play like anything, then I must know the basic foundation of C language. Internal, still we will be intimating you about the internals and all those things. I have shared you, right? I have shared you the, you people are in the WhatsApp, right? Everyone are in the WhatsApp group, CPS WhatsApp group, right? This is my phone number, you can contact me anytime if you have any doubts regarding this. So those who have not joined in that particular group, you can join by taking the support of your friends, and we can have a very good session in the upcoming days. Okay, any doubts or any kind of clarification or any kind of support and help in order to learn this particular subject, I am there with you. Just I need your dedication towards your subject, towards this particular subject. Then we can play like anything. We can, instead of thinking it as one of the subject which is required for our examination, we can try to learn something and we can try to gain some knowledge from it. Okay, we can try to gain some knowledge from it. Okay, so next class I will be starting up with the first module. Okay, first module, and I will be concluding, I will be moving further with the remaining concepts which are most essentially needed for you. So are you people are happy with voice and all those things? There were no, do you find any sort of disturbances compared to yesterday's class? Compared to yesterday's class, are you happy with the class today? Okay, fine. Okay then, see you tomorrow then. Shall we end up the class? Okay, fine. No doubts from your end. CPS group information, which branch you are, Praveen? Triple E. I think I have shared that particular link in the Triple E group also. Okay, fine. I will share it once again to you people. Okay, you can join. You are in Triple E group, right? ROMC Triple E group. Those who are not there in that particular group, send me a message. I have sent you the number, right? Save that particular number. Send me a message to me. I will share you the link, and you can join that particular group. Those who are not in the group. Right? Okay. Those who are not in the group, you can share me the link. You can send me a message by representing your name and the branch. I will share you the link of it, and you can join that particular group easily. Okay, fine. Okay, Srikanth. Okay. Okay, fine. Are you happy with today's class compared to yesterday? Okay, fine. Okay then, we can wind up the class today and we can start up with the class tomorrow. Okay, thank you. ಎಂಬತ್ತೊಂದು ನೋಡಿ ಇವತ್ತೇನೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.